Hey guys, it's Scott or Mike here. Hope everybody's happy and healthy. Today we are working on a hammock stand. Why? Well, because it's a project I started off with wood badge that I need to get it finished. Plus, we got a lot of guys in our troop who like hammock camping. However, we go to a lot of places where there's not enough trees to hang up 40 or to 50 different hammocks. So I decided I was going to create a portable hammock stand that is, and there was two requirements for it. One, it had to be sturdy enough to support me, because I've never exactly been accused of being dainty and light. Two, it had to be portable and be able to be broken down small enough to fit it into my Jeep, because I like my Jeep. So what I did was I got a bunch of 8-foot, 1.5" fence posts, and I cut them down to pieces, and I got most of them all put together ready for assemble. However, I left the last one to do so you guys can see what I'm doing with it. So I cut the posts in half, and so we have 4-foot sections of fence posts, and then we have our sleeves that go in. And what I did, and you could use bolts if you want to, drill holes through the pipe and through the sleeve to create for your extra support. I'm using rivets. So I already got my first hole drilled in through the pipe and through the sleeve. And now I'm going to take a rivet, pop that guy in there. Oh, that was weird. That one didn't want to break off. Okay, so I'll get sanded off later on. So I'm putting 4 rivets on each one of these that I'm doing. Now I got to drill my extra holes. I always start off by drilling one hole and putting the rivet in so it holds into place. And then I go ahead and do my 3 other holes all at the same time. Sometimes on a round pipe it's hard to get the hole started. Okay, so now I have my 3 other holes. Now I'm going to put the rivets in the holes that I just drilled. That time the rivet piece came off. So sometimes with rivets, the little metal piece doesn't want to come off, and so it ends up like that. You just cut it off, then you file it down. It's no big deal. Okay, so now I got all 4 of my rivets in. Now change drill bits. Now I got my sleeve anchored in there really well. And now I'm going to put a PTO pin in through this other side. So I use this sleeve for kind of measuring, so I know. So we want to be kind of in the middle from the halfway point to the end. Almost there. And with the hole for the PTO pin, I need to kind of route it out a little bit. So this is a PTO pin. I don't know what PTO stands for, but I got that kit at Harbor Freight for pretty cheap. All right, so that completes my last pull. If you notice, I have green tape on both of these pieces. On my other poles, I color coordinated each one. So I got a green set, I've got a blue set, I got orange on my 3 pieces for my crossbar, and I got red and purple. The reason I color coded it was because when I drilled the holes for the PTO pins, they're not exactly all in the same exact spot. So when you're setting up camp at dark and your holes are off, you don't want to have to try 500 different combinations to get the right pole to the right pole so it fits in. So what I found online were these are actually for tarp frames. It's an 1 5/8" tripod basically. So now what I do is I take the cross beam, put that in, I take one of my legs and put that in. So on and so forth. Do this one. I already tied some string on there for doing my tarp later on. Voila. Now, I know it's kind of wide out, and I saw some other angle brackets that were at a different angle, and I might upgrade to those. But for my prototype, I just kind of want to get something started and see what happens with it. So then, got my canopy. Corner piece. Here. And I'm currently working on a different way to hang up my canopy, but this was just primarily for testing purposes and to get things rolling to see how this is all going to play out. I have a couple different ideas also to add into this for hanging up gear, but one step at a time, right, people? All right, so got that started. And then, even though these angle brackets came with these eye bolts on there that you hook onto, if you're a little scout, that's fine. I'm not. Those eye bolts actually have a weight limit of about 90 pounds on each one, so that's really not going to work so good for me. So I'm using my tree straps instead, wrapping them around. So I got that one up. Got my second one over here. All right, next I grab my hammock. I went with an Eno because I read good reviews about them. However, I got a buddy who's a hammock guru, and so I might get him on one of the videos and talk about the different types of hammocks and what makes one better than another. But for starters, I thought this was a good investment starter. Try out hammocking and all that stuff on my first one. So I'm going to hopefully that my distance is right for this. I'm going to press pane. We'll see. I think I might want to drop that other one down. So leave that one there. We're going to drop this side down a notch. Then once you get that all situated, then you can also stake out your tarp so you stay dry. And also I have my bug net and stuff like that I can add into this. So here we go. I hope this works. I really don't want to end up on my butt. Looks pretty good, I think. It's not a hammock stand that you want to take backpack camping with you, but if you're someplace close, I think this will work just fine. All right, this is Scouter Mike signing off, and remember, scout up and scout on. Have a great day.